All right, what's up, guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, I mean, just look at your screen. Do I even have to say anything else, right? I mean, I pretty much don't even have to do this entire intro here, but we will. We will still do the intro. We got red, yellow Sabo lined up for today. This is the main of this channel. For those who might be new to the channel, guys, this is my main leader. This is my absolute favorite leader to play. And I've had people ask me why. So why is red, yellow Sabo your main? Why do you like him so much? What do you like so much about red, yellow Sabo? Well, there's a lot of reasons, right? But I'll just name a few. Excuse me. Red Yellow Sabo was one of the first leaders to really allow you to manipulate your life in a very free way for the most part. Loved playing Black Yellow Lin when that was out, or when that first came out, you know, up till Red Yellow Sabo came out. It kind of took over from my channel because it was one of those leaders that just manipulates life so well. You know, it's like Black Yellow Lin could gain life, but this leader can really gain life, right? Red Yellow Sabo can gain life very, very easily compared to Black Yellow Lin. And it also has ways to rip from life to generate tempo with certain deck types like Goa Kingdom, right? Well, let me say this, guys. There are more and more leaders coming out in the game, and other leaders are starting to do that as well. You know, maybe, hey, a little bit of a spoiler. I'm sure people already know this by now, but with OP10, Green Yellow Law is able to do a lot of that as well. Gaining life with certain character effects. Does not gain life as easily as Red Yellow Sabo, but has major life manipulation components built in, and that deck is starting to catch my eye. I've already warned, okay? The Green Yellow Law is starting to catch my eye, guys, and I've already warned people on the channel, like, hey, we might be picking up a side project here with Green Yellow Law very soon. Okay, so anyway, with that in mind, I just really like the way Red Yellow Sabo can manipulate life and mess around with it, and I feel like it's a very skill-intensive leader, and it really rewards skilled play. So that's just a few reasons why to play Red Yellow Sabo if you're newer to the channel or if you're just wondering what's going on there. Now, let's go ahead and dive into today's video because we have a lot of different crazy Red Yellow Sabo decks to check out today, okay? In fact, I made a whole list over here. We're going to be going over a Goa Kingdom version, a Revo version, a Trigger version, a Katakuri version. That's right. We'll talk about that when we get to it. And then a Straw Hat Crew version. Okay, so we're going to be all over the place in today's video, but let me go and lay it out for you. So first things first, we're going to check out all 5 of the decks I just mentioned. Okay, we're going to talk about all 5 of those decks that I just mentioned before going into the games. We'll kind of break down what we can expect when we're getting into it, and then we'll go over to the sim. And we've got, I think, 8 games on the sim lined up. Okay, we got about 8 games on the sim lined up. And then we will finish off by checking out the deck lists again and kind of getting some ideas. And we'll talk about the future of Red Yellow Sabo, what to expect in OP10, and even going into OP11, right? We'll have to talk about that with EB02 additions and ST21 and all that good stuff. Okay, guys? All right. You know what you're getting into. I'll have everything time-stamped in the general description, and I'll have all relevant deck lists and links in the comments section below. Okay? All right, guys, let's do this. Let's get into it. If you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put those in the comment section below as well, or hop on the VV Theory Discord. The link is in the channel description. Now, let's do this, guys. We're struggling, but hey, we're going to get through this. We're getting through this. All right, so let me go ahead and get us into the sim. Let me move the, put this up, move my leaders out of the way, and here we go. So first things first, guys, the first list we're going to look at is going to be for the first game too, I believe. Let me see something. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the first game is going to be showing this list off right here. It is a full-on trigger deck for the most part. Notice this. I'm running Karasu, I'm running Luffy, and then just all triggers, right? Just all triggers from there on. This is the first list we're going to be running, messing around with. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this stuff up front, guys. I just want you to see what you can expect in today's games. So again, this one is called Triggerer, like literally, like just Triggerer. I don't know why it's called that. I guess we're trying to trigger people with this version with trigger cards. So that's what it is. This is a fun idea. The whole idea, it's very similar to a Trigger Rush Aggro idea. So that's not totally new to the channel, right? But you guys see what I'm saying. This is the only list that is not updated into the new OP10 ST21 EB02 stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I think the other decks we're going to be looking at today are more updated. Well, and one more. The Katakuri one's not updated as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so this is the Goa version. Next is this this Revo Army version. Let me show you guys that. This one's kind of interesting because I did already change it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. This right here. So let me move the leader so it all fits on one screen. This is slightly modified. We're going to be looking at a version first without this Sabo. Let me show you guys. And we're going to be running the 5-cost yellow new Ivankov. In fact, I think the deck looks something like this because I did modify it just very slightly. And then we'll see the version you guys. So we'll see this version right here in one game, but then 2 games we'll have where I don't have that new Sabo in, and I'm trying out this new Ivankov card. Did not go well. Let me just say something. It's just not practical, and we'll talk about this more as we get into the games. But it's a 5-cost, 6K, 1K counter, activate main once per turn, give up to 3 of your Revo army type characters plus 1,000 power until the end of the turn, then put the top card of your life into your hand. So, I mean, yeah, sure, you know, there is like some, how do I say this? You can buff this card as one of the cards being buffed, and then if you're leader Sabo, you can push this card to your life after you just took the life that you might have had, right? So yeah, there is some synergy, but I don't want to get rid of this body. If I'm putting down a 5-cost 6K with an effect this powerful, I don't want to get rid of this character, right? I just paid 5 for it. I don't want to have to trash a card for my life to buff other characters by only 1,000 and then put the card into life. It became very impractical, and even though it's featured in some of today's games, I don't even know if I even play the card. It was that impractical, and I think you guys will see what I'm saying. Other than that, though, this is a total Revo list. Really good stuff here. Really fun. What else? So that was the Revo list. We went over Triggerer. So for the Goa version, get this. Now, the Goa version is going to be a slightly outdated one, but hey, Goa version is still fun to watch no matter what. It's actually this version we're going to be messing around with today. So I won't talk too much about this. Just know this is before ST21 had come out. That's why this ace is even still in the list. Otherwise, it probably would be, I can almost guarantee you, it would be this ace, this Luffy right here. It would just be a 1-to-1 swap out. In fact, this would probably go down to a 2 of, and this would go down to go to a 4 of this Luffy instead. But anyway, we do have one more game. That was one of the ones that lingered. Guys was like, wait, I never had a chance to show off this game. I did, so we'll throw it into today's video. Then we have a Katakuri version. Let's look at this real quick, guys. This is just a little bit interesting. I don't really know what to say. Hopefully this will inspire someone to find a better version of it that I'm running. But I think there could be something here. Watch this, guys. This is Red Yellow Sabo Katakuri. Why is it called that? Because this is literally this is literally a yellow Katakuri list from OP09. So it is technically legal still. I guess that's a good way to look at it too, right? Some of these lists you'll actually be able to use at locals, you know, because they're not all running OP10 cards, right? Maybe that's how I should have worded this and approached it from the beginning. But check this out, guys. This list right here is a straight-up Katakuri list from OP09. And I took out the Tinlin because I can't run Tinlin in a Sabo and get the on-play effect. So I replaced the Tinlin with Luffy. That is like the only change, okay? So we got like 2 of these games lined up for you in today's video. And then we got one more list. We only have one game of this, unfortunately. And it is with the new Straw Hat engine. Now, this one is updated. This is, what do I call this thing? Zero RYS Straw Cats. Check this out, guys. I'll move the leader, but just know there's 2 rad beams down here at the bottom. We have one game showing off this version. Guys, let me say something going forward. I am going to try to focus more on OP10 after today's video. Today's video is going to be very all over the place, like I said, with a bunch of different deck types. Some are OP09 legal, some are OP10 legal. Going forward with the channel, with Red Yellow Sabo, we will be focusing on OP10 after today's video, pretty much exclusively, preparing us to go into that. Because, guys, we kind of already figured out OP09 to the best of our ability with a, I will actually link the Google Doc. I didn't have it prepared for today's video, but I will have that linked in the comment section below, showing how all the results are coming in. And, guys, we pretty much have 3 very solid decks made for OP09 for Red Yellow Sabo, whether you're an aggro, mid-range, or control player. You know, you're gonna be able to just completely build it however you want to from there for the most part, or you'll be able to pick something to choose from there. So I should have said that. But going forward into OP10 and EB02 and ST21, ST21 and then EB02, this is something I'm actually very much considering, guys. I think this deck has a lot of potential. This Red Yellow Sabo Straw Hat deck, okay, guys, and we'll talk about that more in today's video as well. That'll be the very last game of the day. Okay, there you go. There's the 5 decks we're going to be going over today, not in any particular order. Like I said, the first one we're going to be going over is the Triggerer version, and then the last one will be Straw Hat Crew, but everything in between is going to be a little bit all over the place. Okay, now let's do this, guys. Let's go ahead and bring up the first one here. Let me go full screen. Let me move this to here. And here we go, guys. Yeah, this is the first game. The first game is against Sabo Betty, and this is running that trigger version we were just talking about. It's very similar to Red Yellow Sabo Trigger Rush Aggro. Okay, that a lot of people are running right now in OP09 still. Okay? All right, let me adjust the camera one more time. Volume is off. Speed is on 2x. And here we go, guys. Let's do this. First game up here is against Sabo Betty. Sabo Betty is a hyper-aggressive deck list. Sabo can be, and this version is technically a little more aggro than usual. I will say that. So let's see who can get the more triggers. Okay, we swing in for 5. They take the first hit, and they are going to get a Lindbergh trigger to start. That is not bad, guys. That's not a bad start for our Sabo Betty player. I'm going to slam down a Sabo Betty, hoping he doesn't have like a, what's the 2 cost? The 2 cost Koala or something like that. Okay, but they're going to probably just slam it down with this Ivankov. Let's see what they do. They play down the Imperial Ivankov. They're going to trash a card from hand, plus 3,000 to both characters on the board. It can do up to 3 characters, by the way, guys. They're going to swing in for 5. We should probably get out of this one because we can't get out of the Lindbergh. We'll 1K out of that one with Karasu. They're going to swing in for 8. And here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm going to take this. Beautiful. We were hoping for something like that. We get rid of the Ivankov. And now we're going to be able to attack into this Lindbergh. They only have 3 cards left in hand. We are up to 5. We're up to 5 Dawn now, so we can do some things here. We can't actually use the other Monkey D. Luffy because the on-play effect, or excuse me, the activate main. Let me pause real quick, guys. The activate main effect of Monkey D. Luffy will not allow you to pop a character unless you have 2 or less life. The trigger can pop a 4 or less whenever. Okay. But remember, the on-play also lets you draw a card if you have, when you're down to 2 or less life when you pop the character. Okay, they're going to play out a Koala here. They're going to take their own life, play out a Sabo Betty, which lets them draw a card. Very powerful interaction there. They're going to swing in for 5. Again, I don't think I should take this because I'm not going to be able to stop this 8K. Cool, we'll take this one. Let's see what we get. I bet it's going to be, a trigger, right? Because this deck is called Triggerer for a reason, right? It's running Karasu, the Rush Luffy, and then straight trigger cards. Okay, so what do we do here? Let's figure it out. What would you do in this situation? I can't swing for anything less than 6 because they have a 6K body on the board. Unless we're trying to bait them to block with this, which, as you can see right there, guys, I was trying to bait them. Like, yeah, turn that card sideways, please. Please turn that card sideways. They don't do it. They counter out very intelligently. All right, now we can swing in for 6. We can't do the 5K poke now. We have to do things a little bit differently. We're going to play out the Monkey D. Luffy here. Let's see. Actually, hang on. We might do things differently. We're going to push that to life. Okay. This was not done perfectly, guys, but it is going to force something here. Okay. They're going to block and 2K counter out. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to take out your guy now. Right. We're going to take out the guy that can potentially pop my characters. And now we have 3 life and they only have 3 attacks. So for what it's worth, we are completely safe right now, right? Now, they're going to fill out their board and go for lethal next turn. Yeah, they're going to go 4 into my board here. I think we should counter out, make them swing in with more characters. But we might not. Let's see what happens. Looks like we might take... Yeah, I love countering out there. Force him to attack in because I'll counter out... Oh, whoa. So that was very greedy, guys. 1K. Now he can't get any of my characters. Yeah, excuse me. He can't get any of them. That was hyper-aggressive of me, but his whole board's gone now, and I'm going to gain a life. Actually, hang on, pause. I probably could have gone for lethal, guys. Probably could have gone for lethal here. I could have attached 1 Dawn to Sabo Betty, swing for 5. Attach 2 Dawn to my leader, swing for 7. I still have my blocker, so nothing's wrong. And if I have to, I can just bash into the board, because the only thing that could help him is like a Karasu, right? Well, guess what? I have an unblockable character in my hand, right? So I probably could have just gone for game here. It's okay. We're going to go with the safe play. We're going to swing for 6 into 6 here. That card's gone. We're going to be able to swing 4 into 4 here. That card's going to be gone. And we have a Monkey D. Luffy here. Right here, I think I'm actually thinking, like, wait a minute. Why didn't I just go for lethal? Oh, well. We'll push this to life. We'll buff our leader by 2,000. And at this point, it does become a very uphill battle for our Sabo Betty player. We should have gone for lethal, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. We should have just gone for lethal. Because even if they get a Karasu, we would go right through that card as well and gain a life at the end of turn and potentially still go for lethal. They're going to swing in for 5. We'll take it. Thanks. We'll take that. Thank you very much. We'll take all of these and go down to 1 life, guys. We'll take every one of these and go down to 1 life if we have to. Okay, we're not gonna use the trigger. Not gonna use the trigger there and get rid of our guy. Swing in, we'll take it. Another Luffy. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. Again, guys, I think we should. Okay, we're gonna go for this this time. +1 coming in for 7 more. Yeah, this is okay. So because we did not take out their like, now we can't win the game. Right, or they could potentially get out of this. Okay, we'll just clear your board. We have 2 life, we have 2 bodies, we have another rusher in hand, we have 2 2K count, this game's over. Right, for what it's worth, guys, this game is completely over. Yep, the Karasu there, not going to help. 12. Okay, that did get my character off the board, but we'll go swing 5. This is going through. Yep, they could have tried to play it out, but it doesn't matter. Swinging for 11. GG. Last card was a Emporio Hormone Tension or whatever it's called. Okay, so that was the first game. That was the trigger version. Triggerer is what I was calling it. I called it trolling for the video. You guys see the name down there at the bottom left? RYS Sabo Trolling 0. Yep, that was that one. Now we got the Goa version. Now remember, guys, this was not the updated version. This is an OP09 legal version, okay, guys? I know people want to see the new Luffy in action, and I love that card in that new version of the deck. But this is an older one we'll check out real quick just to kind of see how it plays into Black Yellow Luffy. So we're going to flampe and aggressively take life here, even against Black Yellow Luffy, guys. Yep, we don't care at all. Okay, we have 3 Dawn here. We're going to play out this character past the turn. We're not attacking into them. We're not going to give them free cards. We'll take that hit. We probably should have 1K countered out, to be honest. That's okay. So right here, slam down the ace. He can't get rid of that. That's a nice Kuzan you got there. You're not going to get rid of my ace, though. It is a nice Kuzan, but it's not going to get rid of my ace. So let's see what they do. Now, they can get rid of that 2-cost Luffy if they choose to, but do we really care about that? I don't think so. Okay, here we go. They're going to swing in for 6. Might 2K counter out of this. Yep, go ahead and give him a 2K counter. He's going to pass turn. He played out the 5-cost Luffy and took a life to draw a card. Let's see what happens here. I think we just slam another ace here, guys, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we just slam another ace? The volume is off. Speed is, yeah, speed is on 2x. I'm just playing slow today. Or I'm just playing slow in this video. Okay, so we go ahead and slam down the Luffy. We're going to go ahead and get some smack. You know, we're going to smack him around here a little bit, guys. We'll go in for 7. Okay, we're going to pull him back to life. Plus him, we'll swing in for 8. Let's see if he wants to get out of this one or get out of the next one. Yeah, that was very wise of him, wasn't it? We'll go in for 7 more. He's going to have to get out of that one too, right, guys? He's got to get out of that one too. Swing in for 10. He'll take this one, of course. But he's down to 6 cards in hands now. 6 cards in hand now. We swung in for 7, 8, 7, 10. Guys, 7, 8, 7, 10. And we have an 8,000 power body on the board. And our leader's 9,000 power, guys. Our leader is 9,000 power. He is going to do some stuff here. We know what Black Yellow Luffy can do. We know what he can do here. Okay, but what is he going to go for? What are the cards he's going to go for here? We'll have to see. I do have quite a bit of counter power in hand, guys. 13 into 6. Look at that. I'm doing the math. I'm like 2, 4, 6. And I have a 1K. It was worth considering, guys, but he still had other attacks to go into it. Now, we will get out of that attack very easily. Okay, well, all right, here we go. What are we going to do here, guys? What are we going to do here? We can go 7. We'll go 7 into 7, okay, because he had to trash a life card, apparently. I don't know what just happened there. And then we're going to go play this out. We're coming in for 7 more. We are just beating this guy down, guys. We're just beating him down right now. 8, going in for 9. This is going to cost him his blocker. And your turn. I'm at 7,000 power, guys. He can't just come back, snap back, and take me out. I've got 6,000 counter in hand in 1 life. He's going to go 5 into what? Okay, he's going to go 5 into face. We're going to let that go. Right, -4 to my ace. Sure. You can have it. Fine, you can have that. Okay, they're going to pull the, of course, the Gecko trick. They're going to pull that off here. They're going to pull out the Sabo, draw 2, trash 2. They did that in slightly the wrong order. You should, okay, it didn't matter. I thought it was an ace for some reason. Yeah, the Luffy's going to pop that to get rid of that. He's coming in for 8. We're getting out of that. He's going to come in for 8 more. We're getting out of that. And that is going to be a wrap, guys. Well, I mean, he technically could try to get out now. He's at 9,000. I can swing for 10. So I have 6 and a 5 is 11. So I have 21,000 power altogether. I can swing 10, swing 11. He's either got it or he doesn't, right? He's either got it or he doesn't. I swing for 10 here. This should get a 2K, right? Oh, man, and he did not have it. He got greedy, I think, with his cycle, or maybe he just didn't see any more 2Ks. Because, guys, remember early on, we went through a lot of his 2Ks earlier on when we got really aggressive in that one turn. That was a good game. That was a fun one. I really wanted to show you guys that before I got rid of it. Next up, we got 2 games of Katakuri. You know, Katakuri. Red, yellow, Sabo Curry here. Red, yellow, Sabo Curry. Okay. RYSK. Red, yellow, Sabo Curry. Here we go. We're going against Boa Hancock. Volume is off. Did I turn the speed up? I did not. That was a close one, guys. Whew, that was a close one. We almost forgot to put the speed up there. Swinging in for 5K. Did we get that from Trigger? What just happened? Hang on, guys. Hang on. I got distracted. We're going back. Yes, we did. They swung in for 8 here, guys. Watch this. We have a turn, turn 2. We're going second, so turn 1 they played nothing. Turn 1 we played nothing. Oh, we got a Nico Robin trigger to play out a 3-cost or lower character. Sure, we'll cheat out the Parasparrow, no problem. And then swing in for 5, and then we're going to be able to play out a 4-cost Kikanojo. Seems good. What are they going to do here? Let's see what they have. Sengoku, they're probably searching for 4-cost Trafalgar Law. 5 into 5, I want to save this, guys. First of all, I want to play around pudding. And second of all, I want to be able to keep a character on the board in case one gets bounced, like right there. No problem. Okay, so let's see what we do here. We're going to go in for 5 first, going for 6, and we're getting rid of that guy. That guy can't stay here. Oh, man, he hits us with a Gum Gum Red Rock. You hate to see it. That's okay. Pop that guy, get rid of the Kikanojo, so we got value from that card anyway. And now we are still in command and control of this game. Or not command and control. We're in a very good position. They're going to swing in for 6. We're going to take that. They're going to Boa Hancock to lock us down. That's unfortunate. That's such a perfect card to set up. Pause. Hang on. Guys, Boa Hancock is such an incredible card at setting up next turn into a Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, right? So if your opponent plays out a 5-cost and then you 6-cost Boa Hancock and then they play out a 6-cost or lower, then next turn you can hit him with a very nasty 7-cost Gravity Blade Raging Tiger. So we go ahead and pop their top life card with a Nico Robin there. There goes their Kaido. We'll take that. We'll take that. We're going to swing in for 6, it looks like. Looks like we might push the Robin to life is what I'm considering. I think I should have done that, by the way, because like I said, they're setting up. The Boa Hancock play there is setting up for a Gravity Blade Raging Tiger, typically speaking, and that's exactly what happened. So we didn't play around that to our best ability, and we got punished for it. There was no reason to not push the card to life is really what I'm trying to say. There was no reason. Okay, so I can either flood the board here, or I can push this card to life. We'll swing for 7. This should get a 2K 1K out of hand or a 2K 2K maybe. Oh, wow. Takes it. All right, well, here, you can actually have a life right on back. You can have a life right on back. They're going to swing for 5. We cannot take that. That's too dangerous. We know they're playing 10 cost. Okay, they Gravity Blade and fill the board. Jinbei plus Boa. Seems good. Seems very good. We're going to draw into a pudding. Let's do a top search. We find a Charlotte Lin. We are going to swing for 7. And let's see if we push this card back to life. I choose to keep it on the board. I'm going to force them to keep removing my characters if they have the answer. They're down to 0 life. They're going to swing for 5. We should counter out of this one for sure. We take it. Guys, that is as reckless as it gets. We'll 2K counter out of that one. I guess I was trying to get them to go swing 10, swing 11 there because I had 2K, 2K, 2K. So now they're going to swing in for this much. Swing in for 8. They can swing in for 10 after that. All right. Now what are they going to do? They must be very bricked up in their hand. They're going to play out another blocker and probably just pass the turn. I thought they were about to attack. I was going to say that. Well, that's crazy talk. Hang on, let's see what happens here. We'll swing in for 9. See what he does. Going to give us the blocker. Seems good. Here we go. I'm trying to make some decisions here. Yeah, I think I should swing 5 here. Yeah, we should have swung 5. Or swung 5, swung 6 at least. Okay. See what he does here. You guys see what's going to happen next, right? They use the blocker. All right, well, if that's the case, then let's just load up 7 there, push this card back to life, and we'll swing for 11. GG. So if they kept the blocker as active, then I could throw down the Luffy and go through unblockable for what would have been 6, 8, 10 unblockable. But they were not able to get out of that 6K attack, so then we just go through with the pudding. They had to block, just run them over. Good game to my opponent there. That's a fun one. That was a fun one. Next up, we got a game versus Sabo Betty, guys. We got a game versus Sabo Betty here. Speed 2x, volumes off. Here we go. This is the same Katakuri deck, by the way. This is the same Katakuri version of the deck. It's really just a Big Mom Pirates deck with a few other things mixed in. A few other random triggers that are really good. Okay, we start off with a pudding, and I think we grabbed a 2K counter from that. We're going to swing for 5. Let's see what they get. We're going to swing for 5 more. They didn't get a trigger. We'll swing for 5 more. They 1K counter out. And here we go. Let's see what they do. 5 and a 2. You can have it. That thing worked as a 1K counter, a searcher, an attacker. That card was excellent. They're going to swing 5 into 4. We 2K counter out. 5 more into 4. We're going to 2K counter out. Get out of those little attacks while you can against Sabo Betty, guys, or it will not go well for you. If you don't get out of the little attacks early on, their attacks later in the game are for all 8s. 8s into 4s. It's insane. So get out of the early attacks when you can. So we 2K counter out of that, I believe, or we took one, 2K counter out of the other, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that card. Actually, yeah, we have to get rid of that card right there. Play out the pudding, pass the turn. Why didn't we attack in, guys? Because we don't want to give them triggers. I'm not scared of him attacking into my Nami. I'm scared of him getting a trigger body and then winning the game with a rush character next turn. That's what I'm scared of, nothing else. Here we go. They're going to swing for 7, drop my power down to 4,000. They're going to swing 6 into 4. We're going to take that. They're going to play out Inazuma. I can take one more hit. I'm not too scared about this. I can counter out of it too, so we might as well. Because right here, guys, I can actually just eat this board alive. No way this board survives, right? Swing 6 into 4. Yep, that's gone. Play out this card, Charlotte Linlin. Make him trash a life card. No way he gives me life, right, guys? Yeah, no way. Not happening. Swing 7 into that card. It's gone. Yeah, you can't save it. You just can't save it. Push this card back to life. Swing, and then don't swing. Excuse me. Do not swing. So here we go. What does he do here, guys? What is he supposed to do? How many more rush cards is he running? Dragon's not going to win him the game here. Inazuma's not going to win him the game here. Yeah, and this is pretty much it right here. We'll go swing 9, swing 14. Or swing whatever that is. Yep. Swing 15. Just kidding. GG to my opponent. That was a good one. We had them really locked down. After you stop their first initial wave of attacks and continuously gain life and don't give them any triggers, you're good to go. Okay, now we have 2 games of Revo Army. Excuse me, we have 3 games of Revo Army. Okay, this new Revo Army 10 version I'm running. This OP10 Revo Army version. It's really EB02, I think, is what we would consider it. Well, no, hang on. Only the last game has EB02 in it. These first 2 are a unmodified. It's not quite as modified with the new EB02 Sabo in it. Okay. Excuse me. I think that's EB02. I might just be crazy, guys. We'll see later. We'll check it out later. Okay, so we swing it for 5. They 1K counter out. This is against Usopp. Usopp is definitely a very strong new deck coming out of OP10, coming out in OP10. And now we got 2 unblockable characters on the board, though. So here we go. We're going to swing in for 6. We got 4 Dawn left to work with for the turn. Let's see what we do. Probably going to swing 7, swing 7. Both are going to be unblockable. Very smart for him to block those because otherwise he wouldn't be able to. Now right here, we're going to swing 7 into face. I'm not going to worry about that little blocker. These are unblockable characters anyway. We're swinging in for 7. We're going to play out this Kuma. Oh, just kidding. That's why I didn't care about it because I was going to get rid of it with the Kuma. Okay, he's got a lot of cards in hand, but I have a lot of tempo. What is he going to do? Playing out Zoro to pop my Morley. If he attacks in, of course, we're literally just going to take and drop down our Morley again. So he might not even attack into us, guys. He might decide, you know what, it's not worth it. He does decide, you know what, it's not worth it. But let's see what happens next. We actually don't have a great turn here, do we? We actually don't really have a good turn here. We're going to swing 7, put the gas on. And we're going to force this guy to try to win the game right, or try to. Well, he countered out of the 7 with a 2K, 1K. He's going to swing 2 into 2. He can have it, and go ahead. Hey, go ahead and attack me. If you got the way to bounce my character back, go ahead. Go ahead and use it. They're going to play out a Luffy, so I guess they didn't draw into their Rebecca. That's the thing about. Let's talk about that for a second, real quick, guys. One thing about the 1-cost Rebecca here is it cannot search into the 7-cost Rebecca, or the 4-cost Rebecca for what it matters, because it can't search up its own type, which is very annoying for this card's sake, right? Leo can, though. Leo can search up Dressrosa cards just fine, so this is the card you want to search with, right? Okay. I mean, they both can search up Dressrosa cards just fine, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. All right, here we go. What do we want to do now? Maybe just swing in for 11. Yeah, swing in for 11, drop a blocker, your turn. Another option would have probably been to just try to get the Morley on the board. Okay, so so they swing in, we're gonna get it down anyway. They're gonna red rocket. Yep, they decided that card's got to go. They'll swing for 5, no trigger, and now they can go 7 into my Karasu with the Monkey D. Luffy. The Monkey D. Luffy, guys. Let's see what he does. 7 into 4. Sure, you can have it, but where's your blocker at? I'm like, where's your blocker, bud? Okay, he plays out a blocker. Now, here we go. We're going to load up for this. We're going to Fire Fist that thing off the board, and we're coming in for 13. Does he have it? The answer was 2, 4. No, he didn't even actually. We were, you know, way away from that, right? So he could have got to 9. He needed to get to 14, right? Because we were coming in for 13. Good game to my opponent. Sometimes that's what you have to do with this deck, guys. Just rush them down. You don't have any other option. Just do it. Okay, next game is against Green Purple Lim. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this is the same version we just saw. And okay, we're going to start off with a Sabo Betty. Excuse me. Going to grab a Ivankov. We're going to trash a 2K counter. We're going to search up some more stuff. Guys, I'm just trying to flood the board, generate advantage, and go through my deck as fast as possible while cycling through cards. They're going to play out the 3-cost Lim here. We're obviously just going to probably swing into that. At least we should if we don't. We should swing into it if we don't. Okay, play out the Betty there. We're going to swing 8 into 5. He could 2K to save it, I guess. That is possible. Maybe I should have gone 9K into it. Like maybe I shouldn't have played out the Sabo Betty. 2K, 1K, 1. Wait, isn't that a... No, that is a 1K, never mind. So he gave us 3 cards to save that card. We're fine with that as well. That was the next best option. They're going to play out the Doflamingo here. Let's see what they do with the remaining 3 Dawn. Swing 5, of course. We'll counter out of that. We don't need that Ivankov. 5, we'll counter out of that. And they play out this... they play out Gum Gum, Dragonfire, Pistol, Twister Star. Okay. That is a 3-cost event. Odyssey, Supernova, Straw Hat Crew. Supernova. Interesting. I'll have to remember that. Oh, never mind. Why do they even do that? Guys, why do they do this? If your leader has the Odyssey type and it's a Supernova Straw Hat card. It's Odyssey too, but you guys get what I'm saying. Look at the top 5 cards from your deck and reveal up to 2 character cards with the Odyssey type and add them to your hand. Then put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. It's so good too, man. It's a really powerful effect. Trigger is rest up to your opponent's character, up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less. Okay, so he's gonna do a top 5 search and grab 2 Odyssey characters here. Seems good. Let's see what they do. Dragonfire, Pistol, Twister Star, guys. What a name. Where do they get these names? Absolutely incredible. Okay, they're going to stand up Doflamingo at the end of turn from the effect, right, guys? So that can stand up if you have 2 or more rested characters. So we're going to play out an Ivankov. We're going to cheat out the 4-cost Ivankov. We're going to swing 6 into 5. Let's see if he got a 2K counter from there. Because remember, guys, he had to give us a 2K, 1K, 1K to get out of an 8K attack earlier. Okay. He lets it go. We'll take it. He probably could have blocked with his Doflamingo and 1K countered out, but who knows? Maybe he's just trying to save cards in hand. So we do a search. There's the Ivankov we were talking about. Let's see if I even play it, guys. It's a weird card. Yep, countering out with it immediately. Nope, not happening, guys. Like I said, I tried the card. I can't even get around using it yet. Maybe I have to try it again later. We'll have to see what happens. They've got 9 Dawn left. What are they about to drop on me? What are they about to drop on me, guys? Maybe a Zoro, maybe an ADO. Maybe a Eustace Kid. Let's see what they're going for here, guys. What's the speed at? 2x. They drop an ADO on me. Okay. Here we go. They got 3 Dawn left. See what they do with this. They should leave 1 Dawn active, though, for the ADO's effect. They might just pass the turn. Nope. They're going to use a search here. They are going to use a search. And, guys, my board's completely full. We're going to start bashing in here, guys. We're going to start just beating them down. Why not? Why not? So, honestly, I think I should have gone, like, maybe 9 into the ADO. And then I think I should have pushed that to life. And then I put 2K on Ivankov. And then dropped down the Koala to drop down the ADO to 6. And just gone everything into ADO here. I think that would have been really good. But who knows? Who knows? All right, push that back. We'll go plus 2,000 there. And see, look, now I'm kind of like, okay, let's just drop the Lindbergh. I also haven't even done my search for the turn, guys. I'm playing sloppy, guys. We're playing sloppy right here, not doing the search or anything like that. But what do you do? You live and you learn, right? You live and you learn. Okay, we're swinging in for 7. What's this guy going to do? We're swinging in for 7 more. And then we'll probably just play out a Karasu on top, you know, just over one of these Bettys. Third swing for 7. Whew, man, I wish I could. I mean, I guess I could have tried to punish him there with a Bello Betty and a Koala. I could have gone 3 into 3. Not really great. Not really great. So we go ahead and get rid of one of those Bettys and put down a Karasu. Our board's becoming pretty ferocious, though. That is one thing. Our board is becoming absolutely, you know, beast mode. All right, while we're waiting for this guy to go through this, guys, let me take a sip of my coffee. Give me just a second. Okay, this guy's trying to figure it out. I think he's getting there. They swung in. We block with Karasu. We're forcing him to spend more on trying to get rid of my stuff, right? We are forcing him to spend more. He's going to swing in for 10 there. That card's gone. I will say this, though. My board's like... Or, excuse me, my hand's completely empty. So going for that Ivankov over the 5-cost 6K is probably not the right call. You know what I mean? I don't think it's the right call. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, they end up popping something there. I don't know what just happened. I think they got it with... What, did I miss something? What just happened? Okay. Oh, they go 10 into 6. Very nice. So they stood up their Doflamingo with the new Mihawk. Very strong interaction. Very, very powerful interaction there. Okay, and they are going to pass in a turn, stand up their characters, and here we go, guys. I have to try to get through this. So we can pop the blocker if we need to. We're going to go 2 into 0, see if he wants to do something silly like blocked out. That would not be the right call. We're going to go ahead and drop this card again. Not going to use the 5 cost at all. And we are going to do a top search. That's pretty good, guys. Dragon's a pretty good card. Dragon's one of those cards where it's a pretty good card. So let's see what we choose to do here, though. Okay. I think I should, well, no, I can't do everything I want to do. I was saying, I think I should just go Koala -3 to that Dofi and just blast through this guy. Just run him right over. So he knows what I'm going to do, right? He saw me search up the dragon. He does know what's coming next. Unless he wasn't paying attention or something, right? Okay, so that changes things a little bit. I think I can still do this. -2 there. Swing for... Okay, I'm going to swing for that number. Swing for 11 into 5. Popping the Doflamingo. And we're coming in for 11. He can drop my power down by 2,000, you know, with the ADO effect. Or buff plus 2,000. You know, ADO can do a 2,000 power difference. But he ended up just taking it. I don't think he could get around it. And then I pushed the Lindbergh back to life. So now he can't actually deal with it. And he's, again, remember, guys, there's the looming threat of dragon in my hand. He knows it's there. He saw me search it with the stage if he was paying attention. Okay, let's see what they choose to do here, guys. They're pretty much, they're deep in the tank. Remember, we have this on 2x speed, guys. Sometimes you go against opponents who take a little bit longer than others. Not a big deal. Give people their time. Be patient with them. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? There's the new, by the way, there's the new Mihawk. There's the card I was scared of him dropping, is that card right there. That Eustace kid. That card is a monster. But hear me out, guys. This is the new Mihawk coming out in OP10. 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1K counter on play. If you have 2 or more rested characters set up to one of your cost 5 or lower rested Odyssey type characters is active. So that's like the restand law for Odyssey. Very, very powerful card. And the art looks incredible. Okay, what do they got for us now? How are we doing on time? Okay, yeah, we're doing good on time. So let's see. Guys, I think we're about to just go a bazillion into this card right here. So he can buff it to 10,000, I believe, with ADO for 1 Dawn. But he will still need to go 2/2/2 to get out of it. That's 3 2K counters out of hand, if he even can. So I'm just like, hey, man. He either has it or he doesn't. And he probably does. I mean, he's drawn quite a few cards since we last seen him counter out. He is going to Blast Breath and then 1K, 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 or whatever that was, guys. Triple 1K Blast Breath to get out of it. Okay, your turn. He still has to get through my blockers. I mean, excuse me, my blockers. He still has to get through my life, guys. He still has to get through my life. And he doesn't have to swing to activate that card. Okay, I'm not liking that, guys. He just dropped down the 9 cost Zoro. However, we do know this guy is struggling when it comes to Dawn, right? We know he's struggling, or not Dawn, when it comes to power. Counter. I can't talk today, guys. Okay, well, here we go. I have no other option. We don't have any other option, guys. We're going to, let's see something here. I'm going to go 10 into 8. I know he can't get out of that. Yep, that's going through. We know for a fact that's going through. And now we're going to swing for 6. Okay, and he didn't have a 2K, but then I was going to push the dragon over to life, and then plus 2,000 to the koala, and that was going to be coming in for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got him there, guys. We finally had enough time to set up a really powerful combo. Sometimes you have to swing all out into one character, guys. Sometimes you just have to swing all out into one character. Now, we got one more game of the red-yellow Sabo, or excuse me, the red-yellow Sabo Revo version, and this one we have to watch from... Get this, guys. This is from a stream. Okay, this is from my from my stream. We have to check out this game, guys. Playback speed is on 2x, and here we go. I am streaming now on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Okay, so be sure to stop by. We have a good time in there. This is from that game. Look, guys, if I move my head, you can see me just over here yapping, trying to figure things out. Like, oh, yeah. Okay, let me see if I hit Control-Z. Oh, man. I got to remember that, guys. I can undo my last action and move my camera back to where I need it. Anyway, we're learning on the fly here, guys. But get this. I stream on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays now on YouTube from 9 p.m. Eastern to 12 a.m. Okay, so please stop by, check us out, you know, hang out with us, and have a good time on there. This is from that. This is a game from the stream. In fact, I get a lot of people. I have to mention this, guys. I'm just kind of yapping right now. I'm not doing much commentating over this for now. We'll pause and we'll catch up. Hang on. A lot of people like to. They'll say, "Hey, why don't you show your losses? Why don't you show your losses?" Hey, if you want to see me lose, hop on the stream. That's the best way to find me. Okay, if that's the best way to see me just live, right? You win some, you lose some. We win a bunch, we lose a bunch. It happens. Okay, especially when we try out some of these crazy meta decks or off meta decks we're trying out. Okay, all right, here we go. Now let's get caught up. I'm just flooding the board. They have not had a very productive game here. It looks like they have not. Have they played any characters, guys, like at all? Hang on, we got to go back real quick and we'll fast forward. Look at this. Yeah, so we played out Bello Betty. They do a Dureshi search. We swing for 5 here, and then we played out Karasu, and then we're going to play out the Koala and cheat out a card Lindbergh and swing in for 5. Here we go. Here we go. I chose this game for a reason, guys. This is a spicy one. Watch what they're about to do here. Okay, actually, it's not this turn. I think it's the next one. They swing in for that. They play out the Nami. They pop my guy. I'm like, okay, that's annoying. All right, buddy, that's annoying. What's your problem, man? What's your problem? We play out this 5-call 6K here. We're gonna cheat out this new Sabo. Pause, guys. So this is a 2K counter Sabo, right? This is a promo. So will we ever see it in the East? Excuse me. Will we ever see this in the West? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. But it's a 5-cost, 5,000 power 2K counter, Dressrosa Revo Army searchable version of Sabo. It has an activate main once per turn. You may put the top or bottom of your life cards into your hand, and then this turn, this character gets plus 1,000 power. So it is pretty good in that regard. You can gain a card from your life, you know, draw a card from your life, basically. Buff this guy by 1,000, attach one more Dawn, he's at 7,000, swing in with him, life him afterwards. So it's a pretty good 2K counter. All right, here we go. Excuse me. Let's see what happens next. We play out the Morley. We're probably just going to attack in here. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure we're on 2x speed, guys. I will say this: whenever I'm live streaming, guys, I don't play quite as quick because I'm reading the chat. I'm getting distracted, trying to make sure we make the best play in front of everybody. So we're going to probably just block one of these, right? Or maybe we just 1K counter this and block the Nami attack. And look what they just dropped on me, guys. Look what they just dropped on me. Yeah, that's correct. Yes, that is a 10-cost Kaido Linlin. That is a 10-cost purple Kaido Linlin. Guys, had to take a sip of my coffee there. Gulp. Right, had to take a sip of my coffee because that's a big, that's a gulp right there. How are we going to deal with this? No problem. Guys, we're Revo Army. How's about we swing in for 5? Yeah, this guy doesn't know what's coming yet, right? This guy does not know what's about to hit him. We're going to swing in for 5. I think we should swing in for 5 with our leader as well. I was making sure I had enough Dawn, because, guys, watch this. This is a good one here. Okay. Do some math in my hand. So that's a 12,000 power character. -3, -3 is -6. He's down to 6. Then use the Fire Fist, dropping him down to 2. Kuma, pop your guy. You love to see it. I should have swung first. I didn't want to mess up the Dawn, though. And now, yeah, it took us 4 cards from hand. Yeah, it did take us 4 cards from hand, but we just developed 3 bodies on the board. We really developed 2 because one was just replacing another 2K. But, guys, that was massive. Guys, that was absolutely massive. They're going to swing for 7 into 5 here. Oh, gosh, here we go. The whole time I'm thinking, all right, you know what? You know what? If they have 7-cost Sanji, I'm toast. If they have 7-cost Sanji, I'm done for. I can't get out of this. I'm like, all right, well, I have to block this one. Have to. I just simply must. Here we go. And then they pass. GG. Let's go. And look at this, guys. I'm going to let it play for just a minute longer here. Just a second longer, because watch this. Pause. Look what was at the bottom of my life, guys. Look what was at the bottom of my life. So we were good no matter what. You know, sometimes you're just meant to win a game, guys. I can't really explain it. I don't know how else to explain it. Sometimes just everything goes your way, and sometimes nothing goes your way. You know, that goes both ways. So anyway, great game there. That was a very, very fun game, I have to say. Definitely, like I said, come check out the stream whenever you get a chance. If you haven't stopped by yet, come and check it out. We do that every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And guys, we might have a stream tonight. I think we might have a stream tonight, just a total bonus surprise stream, or tomorrow. And I will say this, I plan on doing these Friday and Saturday streams that are totally off topic, nothing to do with One Piece, where it's going to be me just playing random games and chilling out, hanging out with people on the stream, maybe play some Marvel Rivals, maybe play some League of Legends, who knows what. Those nights are meant to be totally off topic. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, those are scheduled. Those are One Piece. Those are strictly One Piece. We talk about a few other things like basketball and stuff randomly, guys. We talk about the NBA all the time in there. Okay, now, we got one more game to go over. Let me go over this Straw Hat version of Red Yellow Sabo I've been working on that I'm actually pretty excited about, guys. We got a game versus Green Yellow Law here. That's another leader I'm excited about, by the way. Volume's off, speed is on 2x, and we've got a Red Yellow Sabo Straw Hat version of the deck today to finish off the games, at least. Check this out, guys. Yes, that is a 2-cost Goa Kingdom Luffy. Yes, I do have those in there. Yes, that is all the new ST21, craziness down there as well, with the Zoro, with the Luffy. Really good stuff. The 4-cost Zoro and the 5-cost Luffy are from ST21, and the Tony Choppers from OP10. Okay, they're going to swing into us for 5. We're just going to take that. It was a little greedy, I'm not going to lie. Okay, nice. We did just get a Sanji, but let's see if we play out the Zoro. I like playing out Zoro here because even if they remove it, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play out a Sanji plus Nami. We're going to go for the more high value, like board-wide play. I don't know about necessarily high value, but higher value, but it is a very good board, good way to fill up your board. Okay, here we go. It's our opponent's turn. They've got a Jory Bonnie on top. Let me make sure that for the last game, I might have forgotten to put the speed up. Okay, no, I didn't. I wanted to make sure we didn't forget that. Now I can actually remember checking twice already for that. But here we go. They're going to play out a Caramel. That card is actually excellent when it comes to doing the combos you needed to do in this deck. They're going to lock down one of my Dawn with the Jory Bonnie. They drew a card with the Caramel. They're going to play out They pulled back the Luffy, play out the Luffy. They're doing major hand fixing and searching right now. Caramel plus Luffy in the Green Yellow Law deck, guys. Incredible. Incredible. Okay, so we only have 5 Dawn to work with this turn. We only have 5 Dawn to work with this turn. We're going to swing for 6. We're going to keep on the pressure, guys. We're going to, pedal to the metal. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Swing 6, swing 7. They block out. We're going to play the Zoro. We're going to push the Sanji back to life. Swing for 7 more, bud. Hey, we're coming in hot here. And we're gaining life along the way. It's fine with me. That is fine with me. Here we go. All right, so they go ahead and take that. They're down to 2 life, and they only have 6 cards in hand. They only have 3 characters on the board. Nothing too crazy either. They're going to play a Heat and Wire and tap down my Nami. We don't care, right, guys? We just simply don't care. Oh, excuse me. That was on their turn, or on my turn. Watch this, guys. So they got a trigger. Watch this. So I swung in for 7. They took it. They played the Heat and Wire out from the trigger and rest down my Nami. Now it's their turn. Very nice. That trigger for Heat and Wire is very good. It makes me sad they made that card. I know Heat and Wire's like Kid Pirates, but it makes me sad they didn't put that effect on a Supernova card so that we could search that up with Luffy and have more, 3-cost options. Okay, they're going to swing 2 into 2 there. Okay, it's gone. We let it go. And now they have 4 Dawn left. Looks like they're going to swing for 7 into 7. Ooh, we're not going to let them have that, guys. We shouldn't let them have that. Yeah. And now what? They probably can attach 1 Dawn to leader. So let me explain what I think they should do here. I don't remember what they do or not. I can't really remember if they do this or not. Attach 1 Dawn to leader. Pull back the Monkey D. Luffy 1 cost. Play out the Cavendish. They get 2 extra Dawn. They'll still have 4 Dawn left for the turn. Then, with that 4 Dawn, I would load it all on and just get rid of this Zoro. Because they'd go down to 1 life, but it would be a very high tempo play. Or I'd at least swing 9 into my character. I would at least swing for 9 into the Zoro at that point, and maybe you'd have 1 Dawn left to play out a Luffy over something else. But yeah, that's how I would have done it, guys. I'm not going to lie, but I don't remember what they do. Let's see if that's what they do. Okay, attach a Dawn to leader, pull back the Luffy, cheat out the Cavendish, go +2. Okay, maybe that is what they do, or maybe they play out the Luffy again and then try something. Yes, this has got to be the right play, but here's the unfortunate thing is I had the double 2K counter. That had to have been the right play. There was nothing else that I think would have been good enough. So we're going to swing for 7, we're going to swing for 7, we're going to swing for 7. This is probably lights out for my opponent right here. If not, they're going to be in a terrible situation, and we're going to be at 4 life. Okay, so they 2K, 1K counter out of that. Yep, swing 7. And then only swing 7. Oh, excuse me, they do have a blocker. They do have a blocker, guys, so it's not just completely over yet. But we need to go swing 7, swing 7, swing 7. Don't swing 8. Leave 1 Dawn active for Rad Beam. Like, I'm reading that. I'm like, all right, yeah, let's keep the Dawn up for that. Okay, now Rad Beam will not be very good right now, right? Why? Because I have more than 2 life. Radical Beam is a 1-cost 2K counter, guys. Just know that. Rad Beam is a 1-cost 2K counter, but if you have 2 or less life, it is a 4K counter, okay? Make sure you remember that. Okay, they're going to play out Trafalgar Law. They're going to gain a life. They're down to 4 cards in hand, though. And let's see if they're going to choose to use this effect. They should not. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, hey, I'm not going to tell them what to do, but they're not going to get through this character. Yeah, here's a 1K. And now I will use a Rad Beam for a 2K counter now if I have to, guys, because I am going to make that character will survive. Right now I know, at this point, I know for a fact that character will survive because they only have, so they can swing 7, 7 at this character. And remember, guys, it's a 7K character. So there is no way. Okay, locking it down is nice, but how are you going to stop my 15K attack from leader? Right? I don't know. I do not know. So swing 5, swing 6, swing 7. They're basically conceding. Okay. I don't know what I'm waiting on at this point, guys. Remember, speed's on 2x. Just 1K counter out. 2K counter, whatever. Take that. We're down to 2 life. And here we go. Clumsily clicking all my Dawn. Swing for 15. Good game. So why do we know for a fact it's over? He has no blocker. He has no life. He has 5 cards in hand, though, right? Like, can he try to get out of it, maybe? No. Even if they were all 2K counters, if I swing for 15 into 5, the most he can get to is 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So if all 5 of his cards in hand were 2K counters, which only 1 was, by the way, but even if all 5 of the cards in his hand were 2K counters, it does not matter. Like, he can't get out of 15. Good game. That was a fun one. That was a good one to end off on. All right, guys, that's it, man. Red, Yellow, Sabo update. We got another one here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a lot of these crazy wonky decks I was trying out. We're always trying something new over here on the VV Theory, right? Over here on the VV Theory channel, the VV channel. we're doing some craziness at all times. And Red, Yellow, Sabo being the main, we have to try the craziest stuff with to make sure we leave no stone unturned, right? Leave no stone unturned, right? Something like that. Whatever that saying is. I'm terrible with the expressions, but y'all know what I'm trying to say here. This is it, guys. This is the Luffy, or excuse me, the Straw Hat Crew deck. I do really like this, guys. I do think this has a lot of potential. It has ways to make characters unblockable, not your leader, but characters. Well, guess what? Diable Jambe, I think Diable Jambe is better than this card in a Straw Hat leader deck. However, in a deck where we don't even have access to Straw Hat Crew type, this card is just strictly better. Right? Because sometimes, guys, if you can go Diable Jambe on your leader and swing for 14K unblockable, that will just win you a game, right? But in this situation here, Like, okay, wait a minute, we can just play out the Sanji and give like Zoro or this Luffy unblockable, or even this Sanji. This is a new Sanji that came out in EV02, guys. 5 call, 6k, 1k counter blocker. On play, if you have 2 or less life, draw 2, trash 1. Incredible. Straw Hat Crew searchable, obviously. So really good stuff here. All right, well, that's it, guys. Actually, we will like kind of talk about the list. Let me at least finish up by talking about each list real quick. This one, I think, has a lot of potential, guys. I think this Red Yellow Sabo Straw Hat Crew variant has a lot of potential. Like, as far as type-based goes, going into OP10 and EB02, and, you know, ST21 somewhere in the middle between those, like, okay, this is probably the way to go. Guys, I just think it is. I actually like this better than Revo Army, I think. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Revo Army's a little more like controlling and mid-rangey, whereas this is a little more aggro into mid-range. So it depends on what your style is. But this list feels very strong with all of this new support, guys. It does feel very strong, and this might not be the best list yet. We might have to customize this, fix it up, make it better looking, right? Okay, so that's the Straw Hat version. We're going to go backwards now. Now we're going to check out the Katakuri version. RYS Katakuri is what we called it. Right, there it is. Okay, load. I almost hit save, guys. That would have been bad. Then we'd have had to skip over that one. But no, here's this list, guys. It's just a straight... guys, like I said, it's pretty much a straight-up Big Mom Pirates deck. And then I just removed the Luffys for Tin Lin. If I'm not mistaken, I actually copied a Katakuri list and just changed out the Luffy for Tin Lin. So I'm not going to talk too much about this. I will just say this. I love how much removal this deck is running. It's running 4 Nami, 2 of the 5-cost Luffy, 2 of Onami, 3 Gadatsus. That is a lot of removal, guys. Please understand that, because remember, yes, Onami is just a trigger, but still, you can play this out and banish cards from life. So it does have extra utility, even if it doesn't come out of life. Then Nami, we already know how good this is. Luffy's a little more situational, but still very good. And same with Gadatsu. Early on, this card will help you get to the late game very smoothly, right? So good stuff here. Not too much to say. I'm not in love with this version. I just wanted to try it out because I thought it'd be interesting. Okay, we were being very experimental in today's games, right? Okay, let's also check out this trigger version while we're down here. RYS Triggerer. There it is. Okay. This one was interesting. It's basically just another take on the Trigger Rush aggro version. It's a little more it's a little more low to the ground. It's a little more situational, right? Like these cards, for example, don't actually draw cards, or excuse me, these don't develop bodies when you play them. The main thing about the Trigger Rush aggro version a lot of people are playing is you want bodies that come into play from your triggers, right? You don't want effects. You want straight up bodies, and you don't want situational bodies. You want like a guaranteed 100% confirmed, I know when they hit my life, I'm getting a body on the board. So that's why this version's not quite the same as what you'd expect normally from the version, or from that Trigger Rush aggro variant, but it's still very similar. It's still very close. But it has a little more utility with the Bonnie, with the Nami, and then like the Rocket Boots Luffy and things like that. I think this has potential. This one needs to be experimented with a little more. I don't know if Cross is even going to be the right call for this deck. We were just trying it, right? So this is super, super experimental. Tell me what you guys think about these in the comment section below, please. I'm really curious to see what people think about these. Okay, we got 2 more. The Goa version, I'm going to show you both versions that I'm running right now. So the one we saw in today was actually an outdated, older version. This is exactly what we were running, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it was basically this or something extremely close. But what we're running now, guys, let me show you the updated version of this. I actually showed this off in last week's Red Yellow Sabo video, I believe. This is like the more updated version. OP10 Sanji. We probably should try to fit in the OP10 Chopper as well, but who knows? We have a searchable 2K counter now, because Garp and Three Brothers Bond can search up Monkey D. Luffy, the 2K counter Supernova. Okay. Then we have the brand new ST21 Luffy. This card is a monster, guys. This is now our 5-cost 7K Rusher Luffy that we've been hoping and praying for so long, right? Just like this Ace is. Now, Ace, though, he's very situational, right? He only works if you have 2 or less life to get Rush. Like, he won't get Rush unless you have 2 or less life. Well, this card, this 5-cost 6K Luffy, he will always have that 1 Dawn to attach when you play him out for the first time. After that, though, you do have to, use your Dawn appropriately, accurately to get his effect off. The Goa Kingdom version does have potential. I will be exploring this more later. Okay? So hold your horses on that one. And then last but not least, the Revo Army version. At the time of me recording this video, guys, I will be going to locals tonight. And I think I'm going to be running a straight-up Red Yellow Sabo Revo Army version. I'm talking a 100% pure Revo list. Unfortunately, it will not be this one because we don't have access to this Sabo. This one, okay, this was EB02. I was wondering if this was OP10 or EB02. This is EB02. So this new Sabo's not out yet in the West. This new Sabo, who knows if it'll ever come out. But everything else I could potentially run. In fact, I probably am running it to some extent. So yeah, probably going to be playing this at tonight's locals. Again, at the time you're recording this, I have a locals tonight. I plan on going to and actually playing for the first time in quite some time. So yeah, because guys, I play so much on here. You guys know how it is. I'm trying to prevent burnout, guys. We're trying to keep it, you know, trying to prevent burnout. We got to do it whatever way we can, whatever way possible. All right, but that's it, guys. We're done. There's not too much to talk about here. This is just a straight Revo list. Can't wait to get my hands on this new Sabo. I don't think it's great, but I was thinking about it, and there's probably going to be a reason to play this, like on a let's just use a 5 Dawn turn as an example. So remember how the leader works, right, guys? We need 1 Dawn to attach to him, and we could push 2,000 power characters to our life. So watch with that cost 3 or more. So check this out, guys. Imagine we go turn 1 Bella Betty, whatever. Turn 2 Morley. Turn 3, you ready for this, guys? Sabo, buff the Morley. Oh, let me read this for those who don't know what this does. Activate main, rest this character up to one of your Revo Army characters other than Sabo gains plus 2,000 power for the turn. So we'll play out the Sabo, tap him down to buff Morley, swing for 7 with Morley, attach a Dawn to leader, push the Morley to life, and plus 2,000 to this character with the leader effect. So it does have some application. I don't love it. I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't love it at all. But it's better than nothing, right? It is something. It is kind of cool. We'll mess around with that more as we you know, over time. We'll mess with that more over time. All right, guys. That's it. I'm done. Done yapping for now, at least, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. What are you guys planning on playing in OP10, guys? Do you have any spicy list in mind? Are y'all going to be trying something crazy? Maybe Whitebeard Pirates? Try something Katakuri like we saw today. Try something Revo Army, Straw Hats, Goa. What a control version, just, you know, all the good stuff. What do you guys plan on playing in the future with Red Yellow Sabo? I really want to know down in the comment section below or on the Discord, of course. Okay? All right, that's it. I'm done. We're done. So, where's the hang on, playmat page? Thank you to everybody who supports the channel, guys. Whether you're liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, viewing, whatever you're doing to help out the channel, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Big shout out to the VV Pirates playmat supporters over here. Hope you guys are enjoying your playmats. Thank you for supporting the channel in the ways you do. Big shout out to the VV Pirates YouTube members page. I am so far behind on this, guys. I need to update this over the weekend. We've got way more members now that have joined. Thank you to everybody who's become a VV Pirate YouTube member. Thank you so much, guys. It helps me out more than you can imagine. For anyone who's wondering, why are they VV? Like, what are the members? Like, what kind of why should I become a member kind of thing? It is a $3 a month thing on YouTube that helps me out immensely. Okay, that hopefully that's enough of a reason. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, it does help me out big time. But honestly, players on there get access to all of my old mods. Let me VODs rather. Hang on one second, guys. Let me bring it up. Anyone who is a VV or a VV Pirate, I almost read the whole thing, and anyone who becomes a member on YouTube, guys, they get access to all of my old VODs. Now, you can watch the live stream for free live, guys. You can watch it for free. But people are trying to help me out, and I wanted to have some kind of incentive for them. This is the best way I could figure out how to do it. So I will say that as well, guys. Speaking of that, let me get the playmat page out, the member page. So that's one of the reasons to become a member. It helps me out big time. Like I said, it's $3 a month. And ultimately, what it ends up being is 40 plus extra hours of content every month that gets uploaded, you know. And again, you can catch it live. If you can catch it live, by all means do that. But otherwise, that's the only other way to get access to those old VODs. And now moving over to here, big shout out to the VV Pirates patron page. Thank you to everybody on here. Let me say this right now, guys. For anyone who's still on my Patreon, number one, thank you so much for supporting me in that way for as long as you did. But it might be smarter to just become a YouTube member for now. It is $3 a month, and that way you will actually get a benefit to helping me out in the ways you've been doing through Patreon and donating and things like that. It's the best way to do it for me, guys. It's just the most practical, makes the most sense. It helps me out. It helps. It's like it's a way for me to help you out at the same time because you get access to the VODs. There's like perks and benefits to it. Okay. All right, hopefully that made sense. But again, thank you to everybody on here who supported me in whatever way you have, whether it's donations, Patreon, whatever. Thank you guys so much. These guys keep the channel afloat. They help out big time. Thank you so much, guys. All right, we're done. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put those in the comment section below. Until next time, guys. Peace.